Your soulmate saying, I don't want to leave. But I don't know if you'll still want me. My child, listen closely to me because I am bringing a message directly from the shattered heart of your true love. They are standing at a painful crossroads today, crying out and saying they never truly wanted to leave your life. But they are holding back in silence right now, terrified and wondering if you will still want them after everything that has happened. I have watched you during those quiet nights when your heart felt heavy, wondering if they wanted to leave you forever. I have seen the tears you hide, caused by the distance between you and the one who secretly wants to stay. Your soulmate has been weeping too, terrified that their past mistakes have caused you to stop wanting them. You must stay with me until the end of this message, because I am going to show you how to welcome them back. I am going to reveal the exact sign I am placing in your path tomorrow to prove they are finally returning to stay. This final revelation will bring you the peace you need to assure them that they are still deeply wanted. Those sudden moments when you feel a deep warmth in your chest happen when they are missing you and refusing to leave your memory. That is my spirit wrapping around you, confirming that they are desperately hoping you still want their love. I am giving them out-of-place memories of your smile to give them the courage to stop running and finally stay. But you must take the final step of trust and forgive them so they know they are wanted. I cannot bring them back to stay if you are still gripping the pain of the times they tried to leave. Forgive their foolish delays, because I was using that time to break their pride so they could ask if you still want them. They are looking at their current miserable situation and telling me they do not want to leave this earth without making things right. They feel unworthy of your pure love and are scared you have found someone else who never left. They are whispering in the dark right now, asking me if you will still want them when they finally show up at your door. Jesus says, do not turn away from this video, because I led you here to answer your longest prayer about why they had to leave. I know you have felt completely alone, but I have been working to make sure they know you still want them. I am actively moving obstacles out of their way so they can finally run back to you and stay for good. Have you noticed how you wake up suddenly in the middle of the quiet night feeling like someone is about to leave? That is because their soul is calling out to yours, begging for forgiveness and hoping you still want their presence. I am using those midnight hours to prepare your heart to accept them when they finally decide to stay. Listen to my voice and stay with me until the very end of these words to understand their deep fear of leaving. I am preparing to give you the final seal of peace, a sign that will happen in the morning to prove they are wanted. This revelation will prove to you that their fear of rejection is the only thing making them feel like they must leave. They are staring at your picture right now, feeling a heavy weight of regret for ever choosing to leave your side. They are telling me they do not want to walk another step on this path without knowing you want them back. But their deep guilt makes them hesitate, wondering if your door is permanently closed to someone who chose to leave. I need you to let go of the anger you have carried for so long about the day they walked away. Your future with them requires a clean slate, and I am asking you to trust that they truly want to stay. When you release the past, I will remove the blinders from their eyes and show them how much you still want them. The deep connection you feel in your spirit is a promise from heaven, proving they never really managed to leave your soul. I placed that intense love inside you for a reason, to anchor them when they doubt if you want them. They are feeling that exact same pull today, and it is driving them straight into your arms to stay. The Lord says, you must understand that they wear a mask of confidence, but inside they are crumbling because they regret trying to leave. They see the beautiful life you are building and they wonder if there is any room left for them to stay. They are praying in secret, asking me to soften your heart so that you will still want them when they return. Sometimes you hear a voice whisper your name when you are alone, and you wonder if your mind is refusing to leave the past. That is my voice, carrying their desperate thoughts to you, showing you how badly they want you to want them. They are completely consumed by the fear that their absence has made you realize you do not want them anymore. Do not close this message early, because you need to hear the final promise I have regarding their choice to stay. Stay with me until the end, because I am going to reveal the exact moment they will ask if you want them. This final blessing is the reward for all the tears you cried when you thought they wanted to leave for good. I have seen them sitting in their car, staring at their phone, typing out a message saying they do not want to leave. But they always delete the words, paralyzed by the overwhelming terror that you will reply saying you do not want them. I am slowly giving them the divine courage they need to press send and trust that you want them to stay. You must do your part by opening your hands and trusting that I am fixing the broken pieces they left behind. If you hold on to the bitterness of their departure, you will block the blessing of them finally choosing to stay. I need your spirit to be completely peaceful so they can feel that you still want them in your life. Every time they try to move on with someone else, they find themselves miserable and realizing they do not want to leave you. They compare everyone to you, and it only makes them more afraid that you have stopped wanting them. They are trapped in a prison of their own making, waiting for me to tell them you still want them to stay. Jesus says, my beloved child, the pain of the past was necessary to teach them that they can never truly leave your heart. They had to experience the coldness of the world to appreciate the warmth of the home they left behind. Now they are standing in the cold, desperately hoping you will open the door and show them they are wanted. When you smell a familiar scent out of nowhere, it is a sign that their thoughts of you refuse to leave. It is a physical reminder that they are currently begging me for a chance to prove you should want them. I am sending these gentle signs to keep your faith alive while I convince them that you want them to stay. Keep listening to my words and stay with me until the final minute of this message to receive your ultimate peace. I will share a profound secret at the end of this video that will explain why they felt they had to leave. Once you hear this final truth, you will never doubt again that they want to be yours forever. They look in the mirror and hate the person they became when they made the foolish choice to leave you. They feel too broken and too messy, convinced that someone as wonderful as you would never want them now. I am doing a deep healing work in their soul so they feel worthy enough to ask you to stay. You must stop doubting your own worth, because your pure love is the exact reason they do not want to leave. You are the only person who ever saw their true heart, and that is why they are terrified you no longer want them. Prepare your home and your spirit, because I am bringing them back to the only place they ever wanted to stay. They often dream of you turning your back on them, and they wake up crying, begging me not to let you leave. These nightmares are born from their own massive guilt, because they know they gave you every reason to not want them. I am comforting them in the dark, whispering that your heart is big enough to want them even after they fell. The Lord says, I know you have questioned my plan every time you saw them walking further away, choosing to leave your beautiful connection. But I allowed that distance so they could see that a life without you is a life they do not want. Now they are rushing back, praying with every breath that you have not decided you no longer want them. When a song plays on the radio and brings tears to your eyes, it is because their heart is refusing to leave yours. They are listening to that same melody, crying out to me, wishing they knew for sure that you still want them. I am wrapping your souls together in these quiet moments to prepare you both for the day they finally stay. I ask you to stay with me until the end of this broadcast, because the final blessing will change your entire future. I am going to reveal a specific word they will say to you to prove they never wanted to leave. This final seal will wash away every single insecurity you have about whether they truly want to stay. They are sitting in crowded rooms feeling completely alone, wishing they had never made the choice to leave your side. The laughter of other people only makes them feel worse, because the only smile they want is yours. They are begging me to give them a second chance, but they are absolutely terrified you will not want them. You have to completely surrender your fear of being abandoned again, because this time they are coming back to stay. If you build a wall to protect yourself, they will think it is a sign that you do not want them. I need you to remain soft and open, trusting that I have removed their desire to ever leave you again. The memory of your laugh haunts them in the best way possible, and they realize they cannot leave that joy behind. They know they messed up deeply, and they are so deeply sorry for making you feel like you were not wanted. They are asking me to perform a miracle and make you want them just as fiercely as they want you. Jesus says, "Look closely at your life right now, my child, and see that I have been preparing you for the moment they stay. I have made you strong and resilient so you can handle their fragile heart when they confess they never wanted to leave. They need your strength right now because they are drowning in the fear that you will say you do not want them. When you feel a sudden, unexplained wave of peace wash over you, know that they have just decided they cannot leave. That peace is my gift to you, confirming that they are finally ready to do whatever it takes to make you want them. I am aligning their thoughts with my divine will, guiding their stubborn feet back to the place they belong. Do not click away from this message, because the healing you have been crying out for is waiting at the very end. Stay with me, because I am going to announce the exact physical sign that will confirm they are coming to stay. This final word of comfort is meant specifically for your tired heart, proving that your long wait was not in vain. They are looking at old photographs of the two of you, tracing your face and wishing they had not chosen to leave. They remember how safe they felt in your arms, and they are crying because they fear you no longer want to hold them. I am reminding them of every good moment to give them the final push they need to come home and stay. You must forgive yourself for the moments you doubted my plan and thought I wanted them to leave your life forever. I only create space so that true growth can happen, and now they have grown into someone who knows they want you. Release your anxiety into my hands, and simply prepare your spirit to welcome them when they ask if you still want them. They are realizing that all the money and success in the world means absolutely nothing if they have to leave you behind. They are ready to trade everything they have built just for one more chance to hear you say you want them. They are praying a desperate prayer right now, asking me to keep your heart safe until they can arrive and stay. The Lord says, "My precious one, the spiritual war that was keeping them away is finally coming to an end, and they are refusing to leave. The dark thoughts that convinced them they were not good enough for you have been shattered by my holy light. Now they see clearly, and their only remaining obstacle is the crushing fear that you will not want them back." Have you noticed how certain numbers or words keep appearing to you just when you start to feel like you should leave? That is me telling you to hold your ground, because they are currently rushing toward you, hoping you still want them. I am using every sign in nature to tell you that their wandering days are over and they are ready to stay. Stay with me for just a little while longer, because the climax of this message contains the miracle you have requested. I am going to share the final seal of peace at the end of this script to prove they cannot leave. This revelation will give you the exact tools you need to comfort them when they confess their fear of being unwanted. They are talking to me in their car during their commute, sobbing and admitting that leaving you was their biggest mistake. They are gripping the steering wheel, terrified that they ruined their only chance at true happiness because you will not want them. I am filling their car with my holy presence, assuring them that true love forgives and that you still want them to stay. You must practice opening your heart in the mirror, letting go of the defensive anger you built when they tried to leave. I want your eyes to reflect pure grace when they finally stand before you, trembling and asking if you want them. Your gentle spirit is the exact medicine their broken soul needs to realize they are finally safe to stay forever. Every single road they try to travel without you turns into a dead end, proving to them they were never meant to leave. They are exhausted from running, and their spirit is begging for the rest that only comes from knowing you want them. They are ready to surrender their pride, their ego, and their fears just to have a chance to stay in your love. Jesus says, "I know you have grown tired of waiting, my child, and you have wondered if it would be easier to just leave. But I am asking you to hold on just a little bit longer, because their heart has finally completely changed. They are currently fighting through their deepest insecurities, terrified but determined to find out if you still want them. When you catch yourself smiling at a memory for no reason, that is their love reaching across the distance, begging to stay. It is a direct spiritual connection I have maintained so you would never truly feel like they wanted to leave. I am keeping the fire of your love burning bright so they have a beacon to follow when they come to see if you want them. Do not abandon this message now, because you are dangerously close to hearing the final promise I have for your future. Stay with me until the end, because I am going to reveal the very words they will speak when they decide to stay. This final secret will completely destroy any remaining doubt you have about their intentions and their desperate desire for you. They are lying awake right now, staring at the ceiling, replaying every harsh word that caused them to leave in the first place. They are punishing themselves, completely convinced that they damaged your connection so badly that you could never possibly want them again. I am sending comforting angels to their side to whisper that true love heals, and that they are meant to stay. You must step into a place of total faith, refusing to let the enemy convince you that they want to leave again. You have to speak life over this relationship and declare that their fear will not stop them from asking if you want them. When you stand firm in your belief, it sends a wave of courage straight into their heart, helping them to finally stay. They are suddenly realizing that the people they surrounded themselves with do not care about them, making them regret trying to leave. They miss your deep, genuine care, and it is breaking their heart to think they threw it away and are no longer wanted. They are pleading with me to pause time so they can rush back and fix everything before you decide to leave them behind. The Lord says, "My beautiful child, the heavens are celebrating right now because the hardest part of your painful journey is completely over. The intense season of separation was only meant to burn away the things that made them want to leave. Now they are purified, but they are standing still, crippled by the terrifying thought that you might not want them anymore. When you find misplaced items or feel a sudden change in the room, it is a sign that their spirit is refusing to leave. They are energetically visiting your space, longing to be there in the physical world, hoping you will want them to stay. I am allowing these small miracles to happen so you can feel the intensity of their desire to be wanted by you. You must stay with me until the final sentence of this video, because the greatest blessing is reserved for those who wait. I am going to drop a final, undeniable sign into your lap tomorrow to prove they are never going to leave again. This final revelation will make you fall to your knees in absolute gratitude, knowing that they have always wanted you. They are holding a gift they bought for you, too scared to deliver it because they think you will tell them to leave. They look at it every single day, imagining your face, and then the fear takes over, telling them you do not want them. I am gently pushing them forward, giving them the strength to risk everything just to hear you say you want them to stay. You need to completely wash your hands of the false stories you told yourself about why they decided to leave. They did not leave because you lacked anything. They left because they felt they lacked the goodness required for you to want them. Release that burden today, so you can stand tall and proud when they finally arrive and ask to stay. Every heavy sigh they take is a prayer sent up to me, wishing they could turn back the clock and never leave. They are carrying a massive burden of regret, and they are desperate to know if your heart still wants to hold them. They are promising me that if you just give them one more chance, they will never, ever let you leave again. Jesus says, "I hear the silent cries of your heart, my child, asking me when this agonizing cycle of waiting is finally going to end. I am telling you today that the wait is over, because they have finally realized they do not want to leave. The only thing delaying their arrival at this exact second is their crushing fear that you no longer want them. Those times when you feel a sudden pressure on your shoulder, as if someone is hugging you, that is them wanting to stay. It is my way of showing you that their soul is clinging to yours, desperately hoping that you still want them close. I am bringing your physical realities together very soon so they never have to rely on spiritual hugs to feel wanted. Do not walk away from this screen yet, because the final moments of this message hold the key to your entire healing. Stay with me until the end, because I am going to give you the final seal of peace that guarantees they will stay. This incredible blessing will act as a shield around your relationship, preventing fear from ever causing them to leave again. They are looking at their phone screen, hovering over your name, crying because the thought of you telling them to leave is unbearable. They want to call and hear your voice, but they are paralyzed by the awful thought that you will say you do not want them.